How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams from the Hard Gainer Academy. Over here, we make gains in fitness and choose stocks to get your portfolio in shape. Also, got to throw in a disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. So when you do invest, just know that you're doing it at your own risk. So we just finished doing a video on Zomedica. Now we're going to be covering the other play that Chris talked about, which was IDEX. I know many of you have really hit home runs in this play. I know like a lot of you got in the $3 range. Some of you even got into the $2 range. So you're definitely eating off of those gains right now. So if you don't know what IDEX is all about, this is a company that's in the fintech space and they're also in the EV space. So like in my other video, I did a screen capture breaking down the chart and so forth, doing it in a basic and easy to digest manner. If you guys want me to go into more details in regards to support, resistance, and just get into really deep into the technicals, then really let me know. For now, I just wanted to make it very easy to understand so you know in regards where the price action is at and where the support is at and some potential things that could happen. So just in case maybe you might be swing trading or you might be taking a long-term position, you'll know what the right setup is and the type of price action that you should be looking forward to. So at least you can get ready for the volatility or the potential gains that'll come. So I won't speak anymore. Let's get into that screen capture. Sorry, that screen recorded, all right? I know many of you got into IDEX near the end of January. So that's actually where we're going to be starting to analyze the technicals, right? As many of you know, IDEX has been on a tear. It has been on a serious tear. And a lot of people are asking me like, hey, should I buy right now? Should I sell right now? And you know I got to throw out the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So when you do invest, just know that you're doing it at your own risk, all right? So as we can see here near the ending of January, if you were able to get in around this range at $3.40, hey, that's a pretty good move considering that right now at this point, Zom, I just finished doing a video on Zom. IDEX is just under $5. So you know what, you're doing really well for yourself, all right? So let's spread this chart out going into the beginning of February. So if you got in at again at the 340s, you've been seeing some movement. She's moving up. Ended up getting up to a high of 450 and then coming back down, consolidating in this particular area as you can see on the screen. Move back up. All right, so let's move it into February. All right, guys, so we're going to move it in. All right, so we have the 380. All right, so we, as you can see here, 390. Moving up, got up to 471. So when I see this type of action, what's really good about it, it's still going in an upward trend. So yes, it's coming up, it's coming down. There's a lot of profit taking. Another thing about IDEX as well, it is kind of very similar to the ZOM as well. Like, it's in a good space right now. So it's in the fintech space and it's also in the EV space. So that gives it an advantage, kind of like I kind of look at it like as a, what's that term goes? Yeah, the jack of all trades, master of none. So good, they're good at the two things that they do, but they're not really mastering either one or the other, right? So the fact that they're in a good industry, two industries, fintech and the EV space, this stock has actually been doing fairly well. In a fundamental aspect, it's very interesting in the sense where when it comes to fintech and the EV, again, it's very bullish. The market itself is really bullish on these plays. Fundamentally, looking at financials and so forth, things are getting better. They are getting better, but from a fundamental aspect, this company is overvalued. I have to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This company is overvalued. The stock price is very high, all things considered. But, like I always say, if it has the KLTs, if you know, like, and trust this company, you know that they have some big things going ahead, then you should be able to stomach the volatility and just say, you know what, I'm just going to buy on those dips, right? All right, so now, we've seen it go down a bit. The good thing is it's staying consistent in this range, right? It's staying very consistent. So where have we seen a lot of consolidation here? You see that? The 440, the 450, this range in the 440s, it does a very good job. And then it moved up. And then here's another area of support around the 498. Because we've seen it go up and down. It's had some runs, even getting up to 568. But then again, now look at that. Right back to that support area in that 490 range. So what we can look at and what we know from looking at the chart, where's the next consolidation area? Right around here, right? See that? Where we have this overlap in this particular range. So we know if it broke through this area, we'd have to look for the next area of consolidation, all right? That next area of support. This is where we find out the support areas. I get this question, so what's the next level where it might go at? We can see right here. Strong support there at 4. And not too strong support there in the 420 area either. Let's go back. Just go, 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 go. Now, so as we spread this chart out, we see that, you know what, where the support was, high 490s. Things get very interesting, as you can see. We see where it got to. You see that 568 area right there that it got to on February the 5th there? And this was pre-market. Like, so take a look at this, right? So let's say, for example, on Monday, IDEX goes up. We're just assuming this. We don't know that's exactly what's going to happen, right? If it ends up getting past 547, things get interesting. We could start seeing a revisit of that 568, and then if it goes past this high right here of 568, then $6 is not out of the equation. All right. So now, let's say, for example, things don't go the way we want it, and then it ends up being bearish, right? 447, we want to see it bounce off that support, right? From 447, that's the area we want. If it breaks 447, we already saw what the other area was. I think it was around the 420s. So now, if you're asking, when should I take profits, right? I, for myself, when I'm doing swing trades, right? If I'm up 25, 30%, I'm good with that kind of profit. I'm really good with that profit. It's consistent. That's another thing too. I know a lot of times, and I've gone through this, and that's why I've learned from it, where I had the tendency, and I think that's like with everyone, we get greedy, right? The stock is running up. We got in at a really good price, and we're like, hey, you don't know, it's doing very well. It's going to keep going up, right? And you don't take profits. Now, if it dips, you're like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm selling, right? So not only do you miss out on some profits, but you also already realize, hey, I don't really believe in this company that much. Shoot, I could have got out much early and I would have been better off, right? So you need to really make that decision for yourself when you need to get out. You can't just go and ask somebody, okay, so when should I sell? Because if you value the company, if you have a certain perception of the company, then that perception should be able to guide your decision. If you believe in this company, you're going to keep your money in there and then you're going to buy on some dips, right? So if you don't believe in this company, you have a very short-term outlook, then you already know what's going to happen. So as far as the stock price and where do I think it's actually going to go, that's one of those answers I can't really tell you. But what I can tell you is, if it ends up making some very serious movements, and IDEX does move fairly well, right? And be prepared, right? If it can break the 547 area and go above that, things get really, really interesting. As we can see right here, take a look at this right here. It was in the 540 range, right? Look where that momentum started at, right here. Look at that. 526, boom, right up to 568, right? Market open right here, and this is on Friday, right? Friday's known for sell-offs. Came all the way back down to here, and like I said, stayed very consistent, consolidating in this area, all right? So, do I have a position in IDEX? You know what? Very small. Not a big one at all. So I'm not too concerned. Doesn't really bother me at all. I'm definitely waiting for IDEX to get to the $6 range, and I'll make a decision from there. I've checked the company. I've looked into the company. Again, like sort of like a jack of all trades, master of none. And I'm not a huge fan of companies like that. But is there potential for this company to grow and actually flourish? Of course there is, most definitely. So that's why I'm probably more likely going to keep my position, take a little bit of profits when IDEX gets to $6 and so forth. That's what I'm going to do in my personal opinion. This is not advice for you. You got to know where you need to get out. What are you willing to stomach? You got to be able to stomach the volatility. If you believe in this company, you shouldn't be emotional about it if it dips. That's what I deeply, deeply believe in. And if you're just trying to get some profits, like I said, if you want to be consistently profitable, do not let greed get in the way. If you're already up 30, 40%, right? That's good. That's good profit. So don't even hesitate if you want to take a little bit off the top. Because even if you do take a little bit off the top and you still believe there could be some upward movement, then you could just take a little bit more, right? You don't have to sell all at the same time. Hope you guys found this helpful. Let me know if you enjoyed me doing these kind of videos. This is my first time actually doing kind of like a screen record. I wanted to kind of do something different, and I know I was asked about breaking these two stocks down, all right? Good luck for the trading week. That's going to be coming tomorrow. I definitely know how you're feeling. I know many of you might be saying, like, I hate weekends, you know? The stock market's not open on the weekends. Like, yeah, like, that was me some years ago. But, hey, man, we got to enjoy these weekends. It's a way to get a break, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'll be talking to you guys tomorrow, all right? Hope you guys enjoyed these videos. Peace out. Hope you guys found that helpful. Like I said, it's my first time doing these screen recordings. If you like them, let me know inside the comments. I'll do more like this. If you guys even want me to go into more details as far as the indicators, the trends, again, support, resistance, the moving average lines that you are seeing, consolidation and so forth, then let me know. Because again, I want you guys to be able to actually break things down and have something that is easy to understand, especially when it comes to price action with the stock price, with the particular stock that you're actually interested in. I feel like this is super important. So at least you know, if you're looking at a company and so forth, that hey, this is how I break it down as far as from a technical sense and to make sure that I get a good entry. Hope you guys enjoyed the videos yet again, and I'll be talking to you guys tomorrow. Peace out.